What is going on, guys? It is Swedan here. Welcome back to another Rocket League car design episode, and in today's episode we're going to be doing car designs with the brand new Wildeye decal from the Rocket Pass. Definitely a very creepy one, but also a very interesting one to say the least. Now obviously today's theme is mostly going to be wheels that have eyes. I think all of them do, but yeah, let me know what you guys think of this decal in the comments down below. As always, make sure to use code SWEDAN11 in the item shop. So let's get started with the first car design of the episode, and in this first design you can actually make this just from this Rocket Pass, most of the items, basically the decal and the wheels. So starting off, we do have the black octane for the blue side, and then for the orange side it is the orange octane. Now if you want to replace it with the orange BMW or the black BMW, if there is a thing, that's perfectly fine, but if you have the octane in these painted versions, which a large percentage of the community does, then obviously you can use this on any car in the entire game, or any car in the entire game. Yeah, so but you can set also the black octane or any black version of a car for both sides if you want. I just have the orange one because it brings out a little bit more of that orange. For the decal for both sides, it is the Wildeye decal. And then for the colors for the prime of the blue side, we have this beautiful tealish blue color that I absolutely love. And then for the orange side, we have the crimson. And then for the orange side, we do have an orange with the accent as orange as well. For the wheels, for the orange side, they are the darker disc wheels painted orange. And then for the blue side, they are the darker disc wheels unpainted. So the reason why I chose these wheels is obviously because they have some really creepy looking eyes on them, and I think the Wildeye decal matches perfectly with the darker disc wheels. So now you could actually, now the reason why I have the accent color as red here is because obviously to match the red eyes. Now I didn't really use many of the painted versions of this Wildeye, and the reason for that is sadly because I actually don't enjoy the painted versions as much. I love the way it changes of the eye color. So if we change it to here, the crimson eyes are actually crimson. Now, if you do want to use the crimson Wildeye decal, you definitely can for this blue side. The only reason why I don't like it is because it takes away a good majority of the blue in a way, but the only painted versions here are the front part here. Now if we take that away, obviously that will go away, but the eyes are a bluish, so if you want a little bit more of an accurate one, the crimson one will work just fine for this blue side, but I can't say the same when it comes to the orange side. So yeah, if you have the crimson one, I definitely would use it because it matches the eyes very perfectly. If you don't have it, it's perfectly fine. But for this orange side, I wouldn't really recommend it. I actually think it looks good just the way that it is with an orange on orange. So you wouldn't really need a painted orange or a painted orange Wildeye for this side, in my opinion. For the boost, we do have the Radiant Gush painted orange for the orange side, and then for the blue side, it is the Radiant Gush painted black. Now you can use the crimson Radiant Gush if you want to match that crimson color, but I kept it that dark color of black because I thought it was pretty nice. But again, you can use the crimson Radiant Gush if you would like. For the trail, we do have the Hack Swerve 3 painted black for the blue side, and then for the orange side, it is the Hack Swerve 3 painted orange. So pretty clean, pretty nice. So this is the car design. Again, this is the orange side. You won't really need a painted version of the Wildeye decal. It's not really necessary because the eyes already match so perfectly with the darker disc wheels. Now I actually have the accent or the primary set to a little bit of a darker orange because as you can see on the wheels, it's a little bit darker, and then have the brighter orange to match that, you know, brighter orange of the eyes. For this side though, the teal on that blue looks absolutely fantastic, matching this darker disc wheels perfectly, and then the accent is crimson, well obviously because the crimson eyes. But again, if you do want those those center eye pupils to actually be crimson, you can use a painted crimson version of the Wildeye if you would like. So I just want to point that out there. So yeah, that is the first design. Let's get into the second one. The Madness 2 wheels. Now this is another one that obviously has an eyeball in it, so it makes perfect sense. Now again, you don't really need a painted version for this one. So starting off, we do have the forest green octane for the blue side. For all of these designs, by the way, you really can create like all black cars if you really want the darkest of the dark, but I add more color to mine, so I like the forest green octane. And then for the orange side, it is the crimson octane. For the decal for both sides, it is the unpainted Wildeye decal. For the colors for the primer of the blue side, we do have a forest green with the accent as black. And then for the primer of the orange side, we have a crimson with the accent as black. Now for the wheels, for the orange side, they are the Madness 2 wheels painted crimson. And then for the blue side, it is the Madness 2 wheels painted forest green. Now, the reason why I actually kept the colors of the accent as black on this one instead of like a green is because I felt like it matched the eye really nicely when it came to it. I thought the like darker version of just the pupil would match so perfectly with the Madness 2 wheels. As you can see, like on the decal itself, the pupil is the only thing that's really lit up, and it's same with the Madness 2 wheels. I think that matches really nicely. Now again, if you want to, you can do a forest green on forest green, but again, I feel like that gets rid of a lot of that darker color on the actual design, so I like that a lot better because it matches the Madness 2 wheels just a little bit better. And then same for the orange side here, we have that crimson on black color combination. Again, you can use a crimson on crimson if you would like. It actually does look really good, but if you want a little bit of a darker themed, the Madness 2 wheels I think are a little bit more darker themed. If anything, you can even do like a dark crimson too, but I really like that crimson and black color combination. I think it looks pretty cool. For the boost, we have Radiant Gush painted crimson for the orange side. And then for the blue side, it is the forest green Radiant Gush. The reason why I choose Radiant Gush for every single design, by the way, you'll see that, is because I love the way, now this Wildeye decal kind of reminds me of Title Stream, but with obviously eyeballs. So I felt like Radiant Gush actually matched it perfectly in my opinion. No topper, no antenna, no gold explosion, but for the trail, it is the Hack Swerve 3 painted forest green for the blue side, and then for the orange side, it is the crimson Hack Swerve 3. So this is the orange side. Again, if you want to do like maybe a dark crimson or like a crimson on crimson, that will also work very well. But if you want a dark themed to obviously match the Madness 2 type style, which as you can see on the pupil itself, it's just like just that slight red. That's something that I really do like, so I would use that. And then same for the blue side here, we have that forest green and black color combination. Again, you can do a forest green on forest green color combination, but to get a dark themed, I definitely recommend a forest green and black. So getting into the next car design, we do have now these next two designs are actually specifically Halloween related wheels. So in this first one, the cauldron wheels, I know it might not make like a lot of sense, but I really wanted to kind of stay with that eyeball type style. Now the reason why I didn't use the painted version is because you'll see it in just a second, but starting off, we do have the purple octane for the blue side, and then for the orange side, it is the saffron octane. For the decal for both sides, it is the unpainted Wildeye decal. And then for the colors for the primer of the blue side, we do have a dark purple with the accent as a little bit of a lighter purple. And then for the primer of the orange side, we have a saffron with the accent as a very, very bright saffron, more of like a saffron green color, the way it looks on this decal, which is kind of intended. For the wheels, for the orange side, they are the cauldron wheels painted saffron for the orange side. And then for the blue side, they are the purple cauldron wheels. Now, you may be wondering, right? Why didn't I use the painted versions of this decal to match the eyeballs on the cauldron wheels? And that's because this is where I kind of don't like the actual painted versions of this. I really wish just the painted version would kind of paint only the eyeballs. So if we actually put on the painted eyeballs of sky blue here, or more of a cobalt, I guess you can say, probably a more cobalt. But if I use the cobalt version, it matches the eyes perfectly. But the thing is, in my opinion, I do not like this cobalt here in the front of the car. I'm not a big fan of that. So that's why I did leave this one unpainted for both sides, because I just didn't like it. It added color that it didn't need. So that's why I kept it unpainted. I feel like this decal still does a very good job of matching that Halloween. Now this is Halloween themed related, but I feel like it still does a great job of actually kind of, you know, matching that Halloween style. And then same for the saffron here. We have that saffron and saffron color combination. But again, if we put on a cobalt, in my opinion, it kind of just, it goes away. Like, it doesn't really match. It kind of messes it up, in my opinion. Now, obviously, I wanted to showcase this to you guys just in case you do enjoy it. But for me personally, I do not enjoy it. So that's why I kept it unpainted for both sides. And I think it still looks just as good. For the boost, we do have the Radiant Gush painted saffron for the orange side, again staying with that Radiant Gush type style. And then for the blue side here is the Radiant Gush painted purple. For the trail, it is the Hack Swerve 3 painted purple for the blue side, and then for the orange side, it is the Hacksaw 3 painted saffron. So this is the orange side. Again, you can put on a cobalt one if you would like, but I just do not like that extra added color. I think it looks just as good with this, and it matches the cauldron wheels actually really perfectly. I didn't really count, but there's about 4 eyes in there, and there's about 4 eyes on the decal. That's actually not something that I thought of until just now, but there are 4 eyes in the cauldron wheels, and there's actually 4 eyes on the decal. So really interesting on that one. I actually didn't know that. And then same for this blue side here. We have that purple and purple color combination. Again, I think it looks just as good. So yeah, definitely. I know this might not get like a lot of love, but I think this one is a Halloween related design. So getting into the next car design and last final car design, we do have the Grim Walking wheels. Now this is another specific Halloween item. This is from the Haunted Hollows, I think. No. A Halloween crate from a long time ago. So hopefully they've released these back in the item shop during Halloween here. But I felt like it was such a good opportunity to use the Wildeye decal to match these wheels perfectly. And again, something that I didn't realize, there's 4 eyes on the cars, as you can see, 4 wheels, 4 tires, 4 wheels, 4 eyes, there's 4 eyes on the decal. Anyway, starting off, we do have the black octane for both sides. I definitely recommend using the black octane for both sides, as the sky blue or any of those don't really match in this situation. If you don't have the black octane, the unpainted octane will work just as good, if anything. For the decal for both sides, it is the unpainted Wildeye decal. For the colors for the primary of the blue side, we have a dark sky blue looking fantastic with the accent as black. And then for the primary of the orange side, we have a dark burnt sienna with the accent as black yet again. For the wheels, for the orange side, they are the Grim Walking wheels, painted burnt sienna. And then for the blue side, they are the sky blue. They are the sky blue. Yes, they are the sky blue. I had that right. Yes. So they are the sky blue Grim Walking wheels. That's the unpainted ones, but these are the sky blue Grim Walking wheels, and I absolutely love the color of the sky blue because it matches so perfectly with the dark themed of the Wildeye decal. As you can see, if we set that all the way to a dark sky blue, it matches so perfectly with the accent color as black. Now I don't really recommend setting maybe a dark sky blue, because I feel like, that does look pretty good, but I really like that accent color as black. Actually, I do like I definitely do like that, but I don't like the way that that teal kind of looks. So I definitely recommend using the blue and black color combination. And same for this side. I definitely recommend using maybe an all black for the accent side, because again, when you want to match the eyeball here, you already have that primary color as the main color of the car, and then you have the accent color as black here. I think it looks absolutely perfect with it. So again, if you would like to though, you can do maybe a dark burnt sienna or so. That also does look really good, but if you really want that eyeball kind of style, to be a black, I definitely recommend the accent color as black. For the boost, we do have the black Radiant Gush for both sides. The reason why I chose that one is because of the way that the color system works in this kind of design. For the colors, for the trail, we do have the black Hacksaw 3 again for both sides, just keeping it nice and clean, as well as matching the color theme very perfectly. So yeah, this is the orange side. Again, I really recommend the accent color as black, but again, you can do a burnt sienna, a dark burnt sienna. That also does look really good, but in my opinion, it gets rid of that mostly black eyeball that I kind of was going for the theme of the Grim Walking wheels. But again, I show you this stuff just so give you options, if you enjoy this over all black, that's also cool. It really doesn't matter as long as you enjoy it, obviously. But I really liked the theme of that burnt sienna and black to get as close as possible to the Grim Walking wheels. And the same for this blue side here. You can really do a dark blue, but again, you lose a lot of that blackness from the eyeball itself, that dark theme that you're going for. So I really would this looks really good. This is probably the closest that I would get, but again, I really just like that accent color as black. But yeah, that is every car design that I have for the Wildeye decal. Let me know what you guys think of this designs and also this decal in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next episode.